Welcome to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jonathan. I am the spiritually awakened empath. If this is your first time tuning into this channel and you want to gain a deeper understanding of the whole spiritual awakening process and everything that it entails, I highly recommend that you click that subscribe button. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. I want to ask you something. Have you been feeling that on your spiritual journey you've been taking a step or two forward, but it feels after you take 2, 3 steps back? Has your emotions been like a roller coaster? All of a sudden you're really happy, and then all of a sudden you get in a saddened state and you have no idea why. Well, the truth is the moon cycle and its energies are most likely causing this. And we're going to talk about this starting right now. Let's get started. At the beginning of my spiritual awakening, I had absolutely no idea how powerful the moon cycle was, and especially the energies that are bringing forth. I had gone through about 3, 4 moon cycles, but then all of a sudden I was purging something and I wasn't able to release this or let it go before the full moon, and I dipped into a 3, 4 day depression. Now I felt really bad. I'm talking even when your body physically hurts, and I couldn't understand what was going on. But then shortly after, I happened to come up to the information about the moon cycle, and then I started to learn more and more about how powerful the moon actually is and how it can really help. It can really help you advance. Take massive leaps forward, or else it can reveal to you which triggers and blockages must be released. And that's the thing. The new moon is generally about new beginnings. Okay, if you want to manifest anything, this is the time to do it. And when I suggest doing it, write out some affirmations, but don't just pick affirmations that are going to take 6 months, a year and a half to come, all the big things. Think about what could you use in the next month or month and a half, 2 months. What could really help you to move forward. And that's the thing, is these moon cycles, it's not just about new moon cycle, new beginning. There's also an energy that comes forth with it. And I'll give you an example. The October 27th new moon was in Taurus. I'm a Taurus. Okay? And this new moon cycle, this actual whole moon cycle, was incredibly profound for me. But because I was aware of what energies were coming in, what I was aware of what to expect, I was able to use this moon cycle to my advantage. You see, the first night of the new moon, I ended up having this nightmare. I ended up waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I literally couldn't fall back asleep because of this nightmare. It just brought forth this incredible amount of fear. But then I realized that this was the last time I was going to have to face this fear, because I was aware that these blockages or triggers were going to come forth. I was realizing that I was fearing of putting myself out there on YouTube. I was fearing of taking myself out of my comfort zone. Like, this isn't a Fortnite channel. This is the authentic self. I'm talking straight from my soul. This is coming from my heart. I'm putting myself out there. And there was some fear. But because I was able to recognize these energies, I was able to release this fear. Then I started to gain more and more knowledge. The rest of the week, I was awakened every single night. And I started learning more and more and more things. And then all of a sudden, 5 days later, I got this massive divine download. That's when I was told about the 432 hertz frequency, nature's frequency, and then the 528 hertz frequency, the love frequency. And that got me thinking about how I was able to convert my everyday music into these frequencies. Therefore, by listening to music using these apps, I was able to literally listen to binaural beats the entire time. And that's the thing, the 432 hertz frequency will expand your consciousness. It will get you that connection back with your angels and your guides and God and your higher self. And then the 528 hertz frequency will get you to be able to literally, at a subconscious level, begin to release these emotional blockages. And not only that, physically, you can begin to heal yourself using this frequency. This frequency literally alters your DNA at a cellular level. And if you haven't seen that video, go check that out. But that's the thing, is by knowing that this blockage was coming up, and then I knew that I was going to be receiving many downloads. I was going to start to receive a lot of information. I ended up making a huge growth. I ended up having a lot of spiritual growth. I learned so much during that process. And that's the thing, is once you start learning what these energies are all about, once you start knowing what's coming up, you're able to work your way through them. Because most likely currently what's happening is you'll be triggered, or there'll be some blockage that comes up, but it's going to take you a week to 2 weeks to figure it out. So you're not able to ride that wave. You see, by the time you've managed to figure out what was triggering you and you've managed to release it, you've missed the wave. It's the same thing as a surfer in the ocean. If the surfer is sitting in the ocean and it doesn't catch that wave, what happens? He gets put out further out to sea. He doesn't go to shore. And it's the same thing with you guys. If you don't understand what needs to be worked or how you're able to take advantage of this moon cycle, you're going to miss the wave. And that's why most likely that you're having these emotional ups and downs, or else you're taking a step or two forward, but then you're taking 3 4 steps back. What I strongly urge you to do is download a moon cycle app. Okay, start becoming more and more aware of when it's the new moon, and then just put on notifications for the cycles of the moon. That way it's only going to be new moon, quarter, half, 3/4, and full, because you're going to start to notice that you're really going to change the way that you are, as far as, let's say, taking in, let's say you like watching certain TV shows that can be gruesome, or can, really be negative. Let's say, like, I used to like watching Walking Dead, and let's say a Game of Thrones. But then as I became more and more aware of the moon cycle, I started to eliminate as much negativity as I could at least 5 days prior to the full moon until 5 days after. So like a 10 to 14 day period. Whatever I was able to remove as far as negativity, I did, because I was becoming more and more aware that as the moon begins to fill, no matter what you're doing or no matter how you're feeling, everything gets amplified. And this is where you can take these massive leaps in life. That's where you'll be working on something and you'll get your break and you'll be able to move forward with this thing, with this project. So really start considering removing any kind of negativity around the full moon. I basically eliminated totally all the time now, because I now realize that some of these negative shows didn't serve me. As in, you're watching a show and you're not realizing, let's say you're watching Walking Dead, you're not realizing that this show at a subconscious level is making you feel fearful. It's making you feel nervous. And that's the thing. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between just watching something or having a thought or experiencing it. Therefore, when you're feeling nervous, you truly are feeling nervous for your life. And that's why I chose to start removing negative things. It's the same thing, music. I love Metallica, but during this period, I cut that out. Why? Because the lyrics are a little bit too dark. And yeah, I've had to start listening to certain types of music that I normally wouldn't listen to. Why? Because of the positive messages throughout these songs. And you're going to see as you learn what energies are coming up. And that's something I really want to get started on in 2020. If you'd like me to start doing energy reports to know what's coming up, to stop taking a step forward and 2 3 steps back, hit the thumbs up, or else comment down below that you'd like me to make these videos. I can tell you, it's going to help you. That has helped me enormously on my spiritual journey. It's helped me grow so much. It's helped me gain so much knowledge, because I'm understanding what's coming up. I'm dealing with it immediately, and then I'm able to move forward. It's just like the last full moon. Last full moon was in Gemini, and it doesn't matter that it's not in your zodiac sign. It's just when it's in your zodiac sign, there are some big opportunities coming up. There's some major growth that can be done, that can be achieved when it's in your sign. But even though this was in Gemini, I still knew that something was going to come up. And what this something was stop worrying about things that you're not able to control. And that's the thing. I wanted to make an angel video, okay, using the green screen. I want to make a really special video for my angels, because nothing has helped me more than my angels as far as getting me on my life path, as far as healing, just as far as all knowledge, everything in total. So I wanted to make a special video, and I was 3 hours into my editing, and I was about to give up. I was starting to get frustrated. I was starting to get angry. I was starting to worry that I wasn't going to be able to get this done. But then it clicked in me. I realized, yeah, that is one of the things that was going to come up. to stop focusing on things you're not able to control and focus more on what you are able to control. Start focusing on the things that you are able to change. And you see, because I got that message, because I knew of this energy that was coming through, I was able to instantaneously work through that. And yeah, it took me like 8 hours to get that video out on YouTube, but it was worth it. It was a life lesson. And that's what's powerful is once you know what energies are coming forth, once you know which triggers or blockages to look out for, you'll start seeing some of these negative situations as life lessons, as a way of growing, as a way of gaining more knowledge, as a way of letting go of something. And I'm telling you, it's going to make your spiritual journey that much smoother because you'll be taking more steps forward than steps back. You'll be able to maintain a higher vibrational energy. You'll be able to feel better all the time because you're becoming more and more aware of these actual energies that are coming through. And as far as the full moon, it is about releasing. But if you're vibing high and you're feeling good, and you can go see that it's a clear sky, sometimes take 5-10 minutes and go out and either send out affirmations or else physically say, I release this situation from my life. I forgive this person for what they've done. You can use it for both releasing and for manifesting. And lastly, my friends, about 5 days prior to the full moon, start listening to binaural beats. These are incredibly powerful. Yesterday, just to give you an example, yesterday I was feeling stressed. I was starting to feel anxiety. I was feeling anxious about the holiday season, about going to see family members and relatives that I hadn't seen in a while. So what I ended up doing last night, I ended up putting on some binaural beats. And the first one was letting go of fear, stress, and anxiety. And then I put on another one, raising my self-love, my self-confidence, and my self-worth. And then the third one was for manifesting. And then my last one was the love frequency to help raise my vibrations. And I'm telling you this, I feel absolutely incredible today. These are so powerful and they will help you get through these. And that's the thing. You might think right now that what you're going through is only you and no one else is feeling this. But no, we're all in this together. It's the same thing yesterday. As soon as I posted the video, one of you, my friends, commented down your video. The timing for your video was absolutely impeccable. Yeah, it was impeccable because we're all going through this together. So you might be alone. You might feel like you're alone. But we're all going through this all together. If you found this video informative and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. To my friends, my returning subscribers, if you guys like the idea of me creating an energy report to help you guys to make these massive leaps forward, I'm telling you this, by understanding this energy, you're going to be able to move forward. There's no looking back. This is going to help you immensely, and I really want to do this starting 2020. After the holidays, I want to get on this, but I'm still curious. Thumbs up or else comment that down below if you would like to get these energy reports. That's going to do it for the video. You guys have an amazing day. I love you guys. Namaste.